coming back to school with me. We could have done it all so easily.
Hi, my name is Craig Thompson-Wood. I'm the board game teacher. And I'm here today with Timothy, and Princess decided to join us. Yes, you're on YouTube, baby. Normally she likes to sit off in the background, but today, for whatever reason, she decided that the game table is where she wanted to be. Well, Timothy and I decided to play today Tiny Polka Dot. I've been talking about Tiny Polka Dot, and as I mentioned before, if you watched my update or my previous video on the publisher's focus for Math for Love, this was my #1 watched game on my channel last year with almost 2,000 views. So we are going to get to playing it. There's, like I say, 16 games that are contained within here. And Timothy and I are just going to do a couple. We're going to play 15 Go Fish. All right, so let's take this to the table and get the cat off the table and get right to it. So what I've done for this one, for the 15 Go Fish, it says to use all the cards, and I've removed a few of them just to make for a quicker game. I just want to give a sense of how it's played. I don't want to take too long. So I've removed a few of the cards. I've taken out the 4 sets, so we have the remaining sets in here. So Timothy and I will just use these. So the object of the game is every player starts with 4 cards, and on your turn, you can do one of 2 things. You can ask me for a card that you want, a number, or if you have cards that equal 15, you can put them down, okay, into a set. Do you understand? Okay. Do you want to go first, or shall I go first?
You go first.
Okay. Now, do you have a 4? Do you have any 4s in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to give me your 4. Okay, so if you don't have a 4, you say Go Fish, and then I have to take a card from the deck. Okay, and the object is to try and get rid of all your cards. Okay, now it's your turn. You ask me for a card, or do you have? Don't show me your cards, or do you play one that adds? Can you add up something to 15?
No.
Okay.
Do you have a 5?
Oh, you do, and you took the 5 I wanted.
Right.
Okay. So, So, do you have a 2?
No. Go Fish.
Okay, so now I have to take one from the top. Okay, back to you. With my 5, can you make a 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so put your set of 15 down, because whoever has the most sets wins. So you want to. So he has 10 and a 5. That makes 15. Okay, so back to me. My turn. My turn. My turn. You didn't have a 2. Do you have a 3?
No.
Go Fish.
Go Fish.
Okay. Back to you.
You have.
Remember, the numbers go all the way up to 10.
Do you have a 3?
I just got a 3. No, you can't do it yet. Can't do it yet. All right, so, geez Louise, do you have an 8?
No. Go Fish.
My. Okay. Okay, I think I've got something here. Okay, go ahead.
It adds up to 50.
No, that adds up to 10. You have
Oh.
7 and 3. That makes 10.
I don't know what this means.
Well, the line underneath, he's asking about this. So when the line is underneath the card, that shows. Excuse me. That shows which way it's oriented. So that means that's the bottom. So it's a 6. It's not a 9.
Yes.
So what would you like? Asking for a card?
Thank you. Do you have a 5?
A 5? I do not have. Go fish. Okay. So I'm going to put down 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 1 is 15, plus 0 is still 15. So I got rid of 5 cards and for my one set of 15. I have 1 card left. But we're playing until the whole deck is gone.
So you don't. I'm still trying to think. Do you have a 6?
I don't have a 6. Go fish. Do you have an 8?
Nope.
Well, no.
I'm thinking. Do you have a 6?
I don't have a 6. And I just got my 8, so I have a 7 plus an 8, and that equals 15. So I'm up 2 sets now. So now, can you put anything down? Do you have anything that equals 15 in all your hand? You have a lot of cards. You should be able to add something to 15. And you see, sometimes it's going to, I use like 5 cards here to make 15. So sometimes you're going to use more than 2 cards.
I'm searching if I could add anything up.
Because you can't take anything from me because I have no cards. And so while Timothy's thinking, I'm just going to sort of share too that this is a great game. Like I remember playing Go Fish as a kid. You can, with just regular numbers and things, but the fact that you're adding addition into it now just makes it for a much, a more educational game. So it's a great way to do that. And again, you can be done with any number. It doesn't have to be 15. Maybe you can do with the friendly numbers and go for 10. I guess the reason not going for 10 is because if you get the card that's 10, you can just remove the 10 cards from the deck.
I don't have anything that add up to 10.
15.
15.
And even if you add a whole bunch of numbers together? Okay. I'll take one more. And I'll say, do you have a 4?
Let me see. Nope.
And if I was thinking, there's 2 4s here, and I think that's all the 4s that are left, so I think that was silly of me. There's my guy now. Okay. What are you looking for, Timothy?
I'm still trying to look. I'm still double checking for
Just things that add up to 15.
Yeah.
And like I said too, I removed a bunch of cards just for speed of play, but with more cards you're going to have more opportunities to add up to 15. But I think with that many cards, Timothy probably has something, he's just not seeing it right now. But the more you play it, the more he's going to gain that kind of mental fluidity and with his math facts, and so he's going to look for the kinds of numbers to look for to equal 15.
I'm still trying to think about this.
Mm-hmm. And kids need the time to puzzle through it too. You don't want to rush them or pressure them or, God forbid, do it for them. Let them figure it out.
I think I've got this figured out.
Good.
What was it? Alright, wait. I don't know if this adds up to 15, but
Okay.
3, 3
What's 3 plus 3?
6
Mm-hmm.
plus 9
Is
15.
it is 3 plus 3 plus 9 is 15. So now you have 2 sets and I have 2 sets. All right. So that was your turn to put those cards down. I'm going to ask you if you have a 8.
No.
What? Okay. Oh, carefully don't put your cards.
I know you still. Wait, do you have cards?
I have 2.
Oh. You have a 5.
I do not. Fish. Okay. Do you have a 2?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm gonna think about this. 7, 8. Do you have an 8?
8? I don't think so. No, I do not. Oh, I was silly.
What?
I shouldn't have asked you for that. Okay, do you have a 3?
Let's see. Nope.
Okay. I have 4 cards now.
Thinking for the turn. Do you have a wait, I have I have to think. Do you have a 7?
I do not have a 7.
Oh, there's only 1 card left.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a 1?
No.
What?
Thinking about this.
Okay, careful. So you have to be able to put something down now, or try and take a card from me. I'll give you a little heads up. I can put one down. So if you want to win this game, you have to guess one of my cards and take it away from me.
Yeah, this is.
And actually, here's an interesting thing where you can look at the probabilities of things because, with knowing that there's only 2 sets, he can actually look at it and see which numbers are eliminated. He should, if he looked through it, could figure out exactly which cards I have in my hand based on the ones that are shown, minus the ones that are in his hand, would then equal the cards that I have left at this point. Because we're only playing with the 2 sets.
I'm just gonna. Do you have a 5?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
And I needed that, you monkey. Do you have a 1?
No.
Oh, because there's the one I was looking for. Okay, never mind.
My match.
What's that? That's 8, 10, 15. Very good. And can you do anything more?
No.
No, so I've got 14. I was going to do 6. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus that 5 is 15.
Good thing I had my turn to use.
Yeah,
I guess.
That was the one I
Oh,
said.
I just realized I have a number version in dots.
And what cards do you have left? Can you do anything more with those?
No.
7, 8. Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh.
7 and 8 is 15.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have 2 cards now.
Okay, so yeah, you beat me up on that one. It's because you have 4 sets and I have 2. All right, so that was it. So next time we play, we can play with all the decks.
Papa, I couldn't have won with this card. You know why?
Well, actually, no, you can. 'Cause
0.
you can add it to this one.
Oh yeah, I could just
That's what I
add
did
it to
here.
anything.
See? Yeah, I just added it to this set
You can
because it's
add
just
it-
0.
Put anything and it wouldn't do any effect.
Yeah, it's not like you have to get rid of all your cards. You just want to have the most sets by the end.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the Go Fish, the 15 Go Fish. Like I said, the quick version, but that just shows too. Like I if depending on the time that you have or want to spend on the game, you can always modify the time just by playing with less cards, which is exactly what I did here. But next time, as I said, we can play with all the rest of the cards. But yeah, for sure, I think next time we'll play full deck, go all out. Well, that's going to wrap it up for our playthrough of Tiny Polka Dot with the If you'd like to see more of Timothy and I playing through other of these games for the Tiny Polka Dot, then please leave us some messages in the comment section below. Let us know if there's a particular game you'd like to see or that you'd just like to see more. Either way, we'll be happy to oblige. But because I said there are 15 other games in here, I chose one which I felt was more appropriate for Timothy's age group. There are ones which are simpler and ones which are perhaps more difficult. So there's certainly a lot of variety in there, and you can always modify games according to the needs of whoever it is that you're playing with. Okay, so until next time, I'm Craig Thompson with the Board Game Teacher with
Timothy,
the Board Game Grandson, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school?